Here are some guiding tips to survive in Deadzone. Alright, first let's start with the interactable blocks. All of these blocks that you see in front of your screen are all uninteractable, except water bombs. Water bombs are auto-generated structures that can be found in your world. Water pump is useful in your survival in Deadzone, since water pumps can give you a purified water. All you need to do is to grab some empty bottle and then interact with it, and then here you go, water bottle. We all know that drinking unpurified water bottle can give you several deadly effects, such as weaknesses, fatigue, and nausea. We also had some other interactable blocks, but those aren't very useful. We have radio and a radio ham. Radio emits some sound tracks, while ham radio only emits some conversation from the other survivors, or so-called survivors. We also had some deadly interactable blocks such as landmine. This can be found in the forest or taiga biomes. We also had some bear traps that can be found in the same biome. Be careful out there, as if once you step this bear trap, you'll get some several effects. We also have some barbed wire that can be looted in the loot boxes. This will give you a slowness effects once you trap inside it. Now let's start with loot boxes. There are many kinds of loot boxes that can be found in each biome. With the military loot box, variant woodland can be found in the oak, taiga, and any forest biome. We also had the medkit box, can be found in a hospital structure. We have loot boxes, can be found in every structure, in every biome. Police case can be found in the police station structure. Sword plus box, rare to find and need the lockpick to open. The lockpick can only be found in every loot boxes. Food trays can only be found in some structures. Military box, variant desert, can only be found in desert biome. And this is another military box, Arctic variant, can only be found in a snowy biome. Fireman box can only be found in a fire station structure. Toolbox can only be found in a construction site structure. Next up is the food and water guides. You can purify water using another method if you don't have a water pump. If you're lucky enough, you can find some water purification tablet, which can be used to purify a water. You can also use bleach to purify water. Now, onto the canned foods. There are two ways to open the canned food. You can use a knife or a can opener, which can be obtained through loot boxes. Though there are different consequences or different results once you use a different tool to open a canned food. Alright, let's start opening the canned food. To do that, put the canned food in your offhand. After that, hold the tool that you're gonna use to open the knife. Crouch and hold. There you go. Now that's what you get when you use a knife. You get a bad quality canned food. If you use a can opener, you get a good quality canned food. See? The difference between the bad quality and a good quality canned food is that the bad quality gives you a low hunger points. And according to the owner, I guess, it will also give you some slight chance of bad effects. Alright, on to the next part. You can get a rag by using clothes. To do that, crouch and press the ground. There you go, you get a clean rag. You could also get a dirty rag by any chance. I'll show you. Now, you got a dirty rag. Now you're questioning, how am I going to clean this? Well, simple. Go to the water. There you go, you clean it. Now, there are different ways to use the rag. You could use it for a crafting splint or use it for your wounds. Now, the splint can be used for a broken leg. Now, you might be questioning, how am I gonna get a broken leg? Well, it's obviously if you jump too high, you get a broken leg. You could also get a broken leg if you step on a bear trap. And once you step over a bear trap, it's either you get a broken leg and high chance, permanent chance of bleeding. Now, onto the stamina bar. You can notice below there's a stamina bar, and if it gets depleted, you'll get a slowness effect and you cannot sprint anymore. You can regain a stamina if you walk or stand, take a rest, or you could use an energy drink. The next one, item functionalities and the goofy features inside Deadzone. First item, walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie can only be obtained through loot boxes, especially in the military. Walkie-talkie functionalities is to call an airdrop for resources. Next is the wire cutter, used to cut the barbed wires. Shovel, used to bury corpse. Cannibalism feature, use a knife to get the player's steak. You can also cook it using furnace or a campfire. Flashlight, and its function is already too obvious. Sterilized rags and bandages. This sterilized rags and bandages used to heal infections which you can obtain by getting attacked by zombies. Now, to make a sterilized rags and bandages, you need to get the alcoholic tincture. Put the alcoholic tincture and the crafting table along with the unsterilized rags and bandages. Antidote Syringe, another method and a rare item to use for curing infection. A cooking pot, another method for purifying water. To do that, all you have to do is to go to the nearest water source. Once you get that, you have unpurified water. What you have to do is to go to the nearest fire source, like campfire, and there you go. Night vision, gas mask, and headlamp. A gas mask can protect you from a hazmat zombie unit. Because hazmat emits some radiation when you need literally a gas mask. As you can see in the footage, there's a big difference. Once you wear a gas mask, you'll never get affected by the radiation. Night visions. Now, actually there's two night visions, which is the special operation helmet and the normal night vision. They actually work the same, but the special operation helmet would give you much protection than the normal night vision. Now on to the next one. Headlamps. Headlamps work the same as flashlight, though the difference is that headlamps, you can only wear it in your head. And this gives you an advantage because flashlight cannot be put in offhand, according to the admin himself. Alright, another thing is that some items can be craftable. For example, box of nails and the bat. If you put them together in a crafting table, you can craft an item called nailed bat, which gives additional damage. Now let's talk about NPCs. Now actually there are two NPCs. One is hostile, one is friendly, or let's just say passive. The hostile called marauders, and they will attack once they find you. And they also attack zombies, obviously.
Shoot him! Hey!
Now, for the passive NPCs, we call them scavengers. They'll hurt you once you hurt them too. They'll also attack zombies, and the only problem is that they cannot be tradable. Though the admin was planning to add that feature in 1.6 version.
Bruh.